Hi, YouTube. Hi, sweeties. I guess you guys were waiting. Oh my God, I love my glasses. Hi, everyone. I see you have tea tree oil. Yes, because Extreme Divas told me to get tea tree oil and bathe in it. All right. She said to bathe in it. It's to have healing and restorative properties. So I'm only telling you because someone told me, and you guys know I'm always gonna inform you, right? Tea tree oil, bathe in it while we're going through this COVID thing. Doing okay, just nervous about when this will end. How are you? Well, I would say let's not be nervous. Let's be proactive and methods that allows us to survive this. Let's be proactive. Are we good? You only need a few drops, says Chick Eat. It's antibacterial. See how my peoples teach me? But I listen. I listen to my peoples. It's very, very important. I love your name. My comment bothered you. It's very, very important that if you have it, it helps. If you can find it, it helps. If you can look on Amazon and order it, it helps because guess what? We're going to be here, like I said in one of my original videos, for 5 months. The president had to change his mind for the 5th time. Next week, he's going to change his mind again. Trust me. He's going to be like, no, we need to be open by blah, 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 blah. Stop listening to him. Listen to the experts. The experts matter. Listen to Dr. Fossey, who's been with like 8 presidents. Okay, guys, there's something new for you. Remember, stop being nervous. You can only be nervous if you're not doing anything, right? So, if you're not doing anything, then you'd be like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. But if you're doing things like the water treatment every day, twice a day, even if you're fine, just do it. Just build your lungs. Because that's all it's going to do is build your lungs so that if you happen to get sick, you don't die. All right? That's the first thing. The second thing is Listerine. The original Listerine. Now, right now, the prices of Listerine is skyrocketing. I happen to find this. And you know why it's skyrocketing? Because this information is starting to get out. And then Listerine goes, put the original one out. Because the original one is the real germ killer in the back of your throat, right? The other ones that you brought, because remember, I'm an old broad. I was raised on this one, right? It used to come in a round bottle. And it used to have, if I remember correctly, it used to have little specks at the bottom. Some weird shit at the bottom. It doesn't really matter. But it used to come in a round bottle, and it was this big. Because it was a killer of germs. Period. It's back. It has made its reappearance. The reason why it's made its reappearance is because this works, the original. It tastes like somebody's ass. It just does. But that's not the point. It works. So, Psychic Saturdays, stop being nervous. Be proactive. Stop being nervous. Be proactive. Geo Valentine goes, it's unsweetened Listerine. that is the truth. Stop being nervous, be proactive. So we've got some tea tree that you could take a bath in. We got some Listerine. If you do not have Listerine, vinegar and water. Gargle with vinegar and water. The trick is to gargle in the morning after you've brushed your teeth. Get that stuff in the back of your throat and then wash it down with plain old hot water. I have to tell you, there's something about plain old hot water I am falling in love with. So I was sick for Christmas, probably with the goddamn COVID, because I had just come from Italy. It hadn't been announced yet, right? Because the Chinese were hiding it. I want to know what the connection is between China and Italy, because China must be shipping things to Italy. I got sick. And I mean, I was down. It wasn't the flu, though. It wasn't the flu, but it still took me down. Did make me nasal. Did it really make me nasal? No, it did make me nasal. It made Ezra nasal, but Ezra has sinuses. We were both down for the count, right? But again, I always listened to Spirit, and Spirit said at the time, just drink hot water. And I was like, oh, Spirit. And Spirit was like, drink hot water. But I have a good relationship with Spirit. So when Spirit tells me something that sounds completely wacko, I listen. I just listen to Spirit. Guys, as you're listening to me, get some hot water right out the faucet. Don't drive yourself crazy. You don't need to boil it. You don't need to get, the bottled water. And just get some hot water out the faucet. Drink it while you're listening to me. Clear all of that that's stuck right here from all day. Go ahead and do it. I'll wait. I was sick in December. It wasn't the flu. Thank you. I was so sick in December too. Thank you. Something was going around in December. I probably gave it to all of you. Hold on a second. Before we add lemon or ginger to the water, I'm not advising that. I'm not advising anything but hot water. Just the hot water. Anything after the initial hot water, I don't care what you do. Do whatever you want after that. Initially, just give your throat something very simple and something out of nature that you have coming out your faucets, unless you live in Flint, Michigan. Hot water. Please do it right now. I'll wait. Hot water. I am not a doctor. I am not giving advice like a doctor would. This is not medicinal. I'm only a doctor on TV. I have to tell you, there's something about hot water that you get used to, especially at the end of December or beginning of January. It was probably Corona. Thank you. Thank you. I just made it to the new year healthy. Just made it. Let me tell you something. I was down so bad that when I got out of it, I was like, oh, I made it. Oh my God. I feel amazing. Oh my God. I could feel the difference. I don't know what it was, but I was like, it was like a, what do you call that thing? When they do the pads? It was like that. Or a drowning person, and you, like, oh, that's how I felt. I'm very sick now. Oh, honey, just do the water treatments. Everyone wants to announce how sick they are. Please do the water treatments, do the water treatments, do the water treatments. Drink hot water, please. Oh, David says alkaline water weakens the virus. But, David, I actually heard that you can buy something that says alkaline, but it may not have alkaline in it. You know how these water bottles be lying to people. Y'all talked about the price on the back of my cup so much it came off. Leave my price tags alone. Tell me about my price tags. Again, there are some things I can't say. We have been able to figure out that vitamin C is critical. We have. Vitamin D is a component because most people are deficient in vitamin D. So, yeah. Zinc, I can't advise. I can't advise zinc. I have allergies to zinc. Zinc makes me not breathe. Zinc will make me think I got coronavirus. Vitamin C, I heard heat also kills, heat kills the virus, which is why we're drinking plain old hot water. The cheap alkaline water contains baking soda to make it alkaline. Well, I heard that baking soda and water might be something you could consider, but I'm not advising it because I don't know how much baking soda, so I can't say that for sure, but it is something that, as Shaky would say, came across my desk. So, I was talking to a client today, and there was a discovery in the reading. And the discovery was about sex. And is the corona harder hit through sexual activity? No one's talking about that. Is sex the problem? That's a good topic here. Exactly. But is it a bigger problem? The reason why I'm asking, is it a bigger problem? Because I'm just wondering if some of the younger ones that have lost their lives, was it sex related? We know that this virus is viral. We know that. What if it hits people harder through sex? I heard something about that after April 9th, it will begin to slow down, to dissipate. Don't believe any of the dates. Stop it. Stop repeating anything you hear. None of us know the truth. Stop. Let's wait. Let's wait until there's a curve that's going down. None of that is true. April 9th is right around the corner. Stop believing everything you hear. Okay? Let's stay focused on the topic. The topic is about sex. All right? Not when this thing is going to be over. It's about sex. Is this worse as a transmitted sexual disease? Did you, any of you ever think about that? I'll put my glasses back on. I suspect that any body fluid exchange will transmit it, but is it worse with body fluid? That's the question. More older people have it than younger people. But Geo, we know that they're getting it airborne. Is sex the problem? Because I want to take the elderly out. I'm trying to look at people that are getting it in their 20s, 30s, and 40s. And why are they dying? Which is the difference. So don't exhaust me, guys. It's not about getting the virus. There are younger people that are dying within days of being diagnosed. I'm asking why. And I'm asking, is sex a different transmission? And no one's looking at that. And you know what's interesting? Because no one's looking at that in the media, you guys are having a real hard time fathoming that this is a possibility. I did? I said somebody's like, you already predicted couples are going to bring it home to one another. Now I'm trying to see someone, thank you, finally, somebody is finally listening. Somebody's like, I never thought of that as a possibility. Right. I'm not on to blunts and vaping, guys. Let's stay away, because that's another age bracket, right? I'm not talking to the ones that vape. 40-year-olds tend not to vape. 15-year-olds vape. Okay, so let's stay focused. If it's airborne, it's easily transmitted sitting next to one. Clearly, if you're having sex with someone, it's transmitted. I'm asking, is it deadly? Is it different by having sex? Are you guys on the same page? I feel like there's a lost. I feel like if Trump was here, you guys would be all ears. TW, bless you, bless you. TW says it makes sense if we look at the ships against the airlines. The ships are sicker. Transmuted, harder, faster, stronger. Is it related in a different way? Does coronavirus act differently through body fluid exchange? That was a good point, TW. Airline and ships, those people, those things have been, and it ran quicker, right, through the ship? Okay. All right. Ships are like petri dishes. But is it like petri dishes because you're apt to have sex on the ship quicker, faster, better? No, Gio. No. No, there are many passengers that are coming 15, 20 hours across different countries. So no, that's not true. I'm asking, is more bodily fluid exchange makes it deadly? And the reason why it's important to know this, guys, is because if you're in that age bracket of sexual activity, which is what? The 20s, the 30s, the 40s, are they, one, asking the right questions, and two, does it become more deadly through sex? Let's check. Thank you, Chicky. Chicky goes, I think so. You're on to something, Tracy. Right. So the reason why I'm asking is because I had a client today that somehow it came to my attention. Whenever something comes to me, it's like a light bulb. It's like, right? And I said to the client, I said, I'm going to have to. I said to my client, I'm going to have to do this. I'm going to have to figure out through a reading if sexual transmission is a bigger problem here. Remember, they didn't even tell us forever that your taste gets numb. Or was it you begin to have no taste, something else, or your tongue gets numb? What was it, guys? Do you remember? They told us that 3 days ago. Lost taste, right. No smell and no taste. They just told us that because they keep discovering new things. Like they're like, okay, so now we think, and half the time they're not sure. They're like, well, we think. Hey, GT. You lose your sense of taste and smell, but they didn't tell us right away. So I think they're constantly in discovery, and I don't think anybody's looking at the fact that sex makes coronavirus stronger, rapid, and ravages your body. That's what I'm looking for. Please, God, talk to me. Talk to me about the virus. Please, God, let me see what you would like for me to see. Please, God, help me. Help me help the world. I love you, God. I love you, Jesus. In your name I pray. Amen, amen, amen. Can you all hear me? Doesn't your body get hot when you're having sex? Yeah. But heat is good, remember? But I don't know if that's a good point. Yeah. I lost appetite in everything I ate, got sicker. They're hiding many things from the population because they don't want us to panic. We're panicking. Why? Where do you buy your cards? I'll tell you that later. On one point, heard the virus. Okay. Let's take a look, guys. Boom, Tracy, you may have it right. Thank you, sweetie. I wonder if the body handles the opposite sex fluids. Oh, repeat that. That was good, I think. Thank you. Spicy Mia says a lot of our patients are having different types of symptoms. I believe that. I believe there's no one component. But you know why I think there's no one component? Because I think if you get it airborne, these are symptoms. If you get it sex, these are symptoms. Of course, because of no PEE, but that would be airborne. Oh, Spicy Mia. She says, I think the virus keeps mutating. Oh, God. There are different variations of the coronavirus. Yes, I heard that. Like, we know that. Wow. Quiet Storm is like, it is. It is mutating. Oh, my God. Multiple forms of the virus, of the current virus. So you can contract the coronavirus through sex. Yes, but that's our through sex. Okay, we're back, guys. Hopefully, YouTube. Let me get through this. Stop. Let me save the world. Exactly right. Cheating us hard. No, for some. That's why cheating's hard. Okay, viruses frequently mutate. Oh, TW says no. It's normal for viruses to mutate. Oh, hi Tracy and me. That there are 8 strands. Yes, there are. All right, let's get this party started. I also heard that one of the strands is very similar. I'm not going to repeat that because that's the first time I'm hearing that. I'm wondering if it's because we aren't as healthy as other countries. You would think that, but I'm telling you, I was just in Italy and those folks are healthy. So it is about how you get healthy. Oh, oh my God. My Italy friends can tell you they're so loving. They're so amorous. They hold hands. They kiss. The men do this to them. They hug each other. Oh my God. That proves my point. That sex makes it transfer quicker, faster, more deadly. That makes so much sense. They're so loving in Italy. It was the one of the things that made me so sad. They kiss and they hug and oh my God, there are older people older than me, great. They could barely walk. They were so supportive. They were holding hands and putting their shawls. Oh my God, it's sex. It's intimate contact that makes it more deadly. Intimate contact. That's a kiss. That's sex. That's sucking on a finger. Oh my God, that's the key. If everyone just having just I'm stuttering now, just stop having sex. Bye, sweetie. Somebody's like, bye. You don't read my questions. Bye. Please leave. She's like, bye. You don't read my questions. Oh, bye. Goodbye. This is just a nightmare. See you later. Oh my God, intimate contact. Intimate contact. That's the key. All right, let me get through this reading. 9 of Hearts, fulfillment and harmony, protection. 9 of Hearts. Look at those big loves. Look at those big hearts. Look at love. loss, grief, sadness, resurrection, inner sanctuary, inner sanctuary, movement, decisions, choices, material and spiritual prosperity, transformation. It spread very easily to South Korea, and if you guys don't know this, Asians are much more kinder and intimate in public than American culture is. Again, this is making a lot more sense. And I'm wondering, it was a high population of men that died in China, and because there's an imbalance of men and women because of not wanting the women to be born first, I'm wondering if there was a lot more undercover male contact in China. It's not the public transportation. That's not it. That's airborne. We're looking at, is this disease more deadly if you have sex, if you have intimate contact? I get the Four of Pentacles. I get the Queen of Cups. I get the Six of Wands, which is a victory card. Remember, I'm talking to the virus today. No, more Americans have more cases, not faster. No, that's not true. Listen to the words that people are using. I get a King of Swords. I get the Wheel of Fortune. I get the Five of Swords. I get something about sneakiness. I get the Death card, which is ironic. I get the Eight of Pentacles. Oh, and I get a Tower. So some of you may know from back in the day, I don't think I've said this lately, this is my sexually transmitted disease card. Quiet Storm, do you remember that in last year's class? We didn't really get there with this year's class yet. This is my sexually transmitted disease card. All right? This is the card that I use, that if somebody says, you know, is my husband cheating? I would say yes and get tested. So, with that being said, this disease kills easier through sex, through intimate contact. And so now, if we look at maybe some of the sexual history, particularly of some of the famous people, couples get it easier, right? If one man gets it, the woman gets it, right? And if we look at like Hanks and Hanks got it, right? Canada's prime minister and the wife got it, right? Idris got it, but I don't know if his girlfriend got it or if they announced it. That's how a lot of people are getting the disease. It's sexually transmitted. So interesting enough, she's positive as well. It's sexually transmitted. It's not the intimate contact. You're getting confused. It's not because I'm standing next to someone that has it. That happens. Sexually transmitted makes it much more intense. They're not saying if Camila got it. They're not saying. I think that's a play on words. All right? So, that is another component that they're going to have to look at. And not only should this be social distancing, have sex. If we want to clean this up, you cannot sleep with prostitutes. You cannot have those sex events in the back hall of stripper places. Boris Johnson may have had sex. Do you get it? Don't have to be married. It's about having sex. People will not listen. They don't listen about staying home. That's okay. I'm just trying, like, I don't care. I'm just trying to say this has a component of being a sexually transmitted disease. That's what I'm saying. But I will tell you, why is my knuckles hurting? I will tell you that if people did stay home, then we cannot have outside sex issues, right? We can't have someone that's going to a massage parlor and getting sucked on, right? We can't have somebody, in the back of an alley doing a prostitute or in your car, right? If we have the stay at home order, then sex kind of gets off the table. But we also might have to distance ourselves from our own partners in our own home. It kind of means just take sex off the table until we're all free and clear. I know this sounds crazy. I know all day long I say crazy things until there's an article that says sex is the real problem. Do you understand? I did the citrus water treatment, and now we're discovering that hospitals has figured out that vitamin C might save some of these patients. So what do? They're giving them intravenous vitamin C. I posted it on Facebook. Crazy? I think so. I'm saying there's a component here that the coronavirus becomes a sexually transmitted disease. Love your wives and your husbands from a distance. What's that Saturday Night Live one? The Coneheads? Sorry, guys. What's the lemon challenge? Gio, what's the lemon challenge? What? What's the lemon? I can't see your name, but somebody's like, divorce rates are really going to skyrocket now. By the time this COVID thing is over, we getting divorced. No sex. Which is a little surprising that sex is a component. Because sex is about biting into lemons on YouTube. Lemons are vitamin C. Oh, we'll just put lemon juice on everything. I put lemon juice in everything. I love lemon juice. Do you guys love lemon juice? Or lime juice? Mexicans love lime juice. I'm in California. We put limes on everything. And my grandson, he can just eat a lemon. He has my habit. I love lemon in hot water. Please do that. There's your vitamin C. Thank you. Thank you. Lemon in hot water after the initial just hot water. I believe in just the initial hot water. But what about the baby that died? Maybe it was child abuse. You didn't think about that, did you? I would pray that it wasn't, but it's not unlikely. Maybe it was child abuse. Taurus is about relationships. There you go, Gio. Uranus is in Taurus. This is going to change the dynamics. She's right. Oh. Gio, come back. What do you think's going to happen with relationships then? Come back. Taurus equals relationships. It's Venus energy. But Taurus loves relationships. They believe in partnering up. So what is that going to mean if we can't have sex? You look so pretty tonight. Thank you. That's what's happening now. Taurus is socializing. What does that mean? Some other psychic said COVID babies born after this will have side effects for years to come. She's a fucking liar. Don't worry about that. What are you talking about? These babies are going to be born with antibodies. that the COVID can't touch them. Tell her to shut up. Gio, help me. Yes, to my Taurus honey won't be happy. They will not be happy. Tracy, you did say somebody in the White House was going to get the coronavirus from having an affair. I did say that. I know 50% of spring breakers will get exposed. Right. I'm married to a Taurus. Pray for me. I pray for you, sweetie. You know what? Here's what I can tell you about Taurus, though. Tauruses do love themselves. So if you tell a Taurus that sex will kill them, they'll stop sleeping with you. They'll believe you. They will get over themselves. Show them their own hand and tell them you need about 8 weeks for both your lives. Taurus Nation. Taurus is all like, no. Tauruses love sex. Maybe they will learn to love and respect each other more. Maybe if we take sex off the table, maybe that's a whole new component of who are you to me. But I agree with someone. Now that we can psychically say the spring breakers are starting to get sick. I'm seeing interviews on the news. We know they take each other down like rabbits on that beach. I'm a Taurus. Kate Clay's like, I'm a Taurus. So the spring breakers are starting to get sick, but people thought they were getting sick from airborne. Not from airborne. From nookie. They claim 5G. I'm not sure about the 5G, but I could check it. I just don't want to check it in this video. I'm not sure that 5G is the real issue. Well, but GT, it's not about Mr. Right or waiting and respecting. It's about Nookie Rona. It's about believing that it's a sexually transmitted disease. And if it's a sexually transmitted disease, if we can't stop it, is it because sex is a component? I'm sticking to it. You guys know, if I get my answer, that tower literally means my sexually transmitted. There are videos I have out there where I'm like, tower is sexually transmitted, period. Or I actually used to call it a dirty penis. That's what I used to say. Penis is dirty. Breathe. Body fluids in contact is a major issue, just like during the AIDS pandemic. Terrible because we are so isolated. Yes, but we knew AIDS was sexually transmitted. It was not airborne. My concern is that this thing is airborne, but deadly sexually transmitted. And the tower, where's the tower? The tower represents how deadly it is. So random sex with your partner. You know, Gio, what is it? Uranus in Taurus always comes to change something that is corrupt or hidden for years. And if sex has been a major problem, which it has throughout the world, sex has been a major problem throughout the world. We got the geishas, we got the pedophile priests. I don't even know what the Chinaman was doing. Like, sex is such a big component. America just has this fetish with children and sex and porn. Sex is such a component that it sometimes dictates our livelihood. And so remember, Uranus in Taurus changes what's either in secret for centuries All right. Uranus equals detachment. Taurus, socializing. Got it. Got it. So, oh, Uranus, oh my God, she's trying to talk to me. She's like, Tracy, listen to me. Uranus is detachment. Taurus is like to party. The two don't get along. Uranus will win. Together, social distancing. Got it. Thank you, Gio. With all that being said, it also is going to mean once they figure it out, once I'm not just a crazy psychic, we might have to give up sex, guys. We might have to give up sex. Makes sense. Makes sense, right? I like to make sure it's upright to YouTube. Okay, got it upright to YouTube. I already gave it up involuntarily. Well, then you just saved your life. You just saved your life, sweetie. Okay? You just saved your life. Which is why I would have gotten sick from Italy. They're so amorous over there. Upside down. Don Juan. Don Juan. Come on, guys. What is up with these cards? Don Juan, upside down. Use the power of romantic attraction for private agendas. COVID-19 may have started because of sex. May have spread like wildfire. Gio's like, what are the odds? May have Don Juan. Upside down. Don Juan, Don Juan. And for those of YouTube, Periscope got the whole turning thing. I don't think you guys with Periscope got the whole thing. Don Juan, Don Juan. What are the odds? Ugh, this thing is amazing. I love this deck. Don Juan, shadow, upside down. Don Juan represents a man preying on women for the sake of conquest alone, sex trafficking. So who's ever involved in sex trafficking, who's ever leading that group of people in all these countries, it's transmitted through sex. Kathy, I cannot repeat that. Look for a pattern of sexual behavior in which the end justifies the mean. An underlying vulnerability and the power to open a heart capable of deep love and count. No, that's the positive side. Don Juan, shadow, upside down, represents a man preying on women for the sake of conquest. Look for the pattern of sexual behavior in which the end justifies the mean. You know, have you all noticed that mostly powerful people are getting this disease? Again, let's take all the elderly out. The elderly tends to have something else going on anyway. So we're going to take that whole bunch. Here, let's do it this way. Let's do it this way. Let's say this. Oh, you guys can't see. It's perfect. Stop. Let's say this is the elderly, right? Let's remove them. Right? Let's say this are children, especially like children under a year. They really need to be checked to see if there's any stuff sexually happening to the children. They need to. All right? There's a crime that's probably being committed because a 2-year-old shouldn't necessarily get it, except, this is the only way a 2-year-old can get it. Kissing. So let's bring it back, right? And let's say it's not sex with babies. Let's say this much is sex with babies, and this much could be kissing a baby after you all have had sex. Make sense? This is ordinary people, right? And this are the politicians, the leaders of the world. This is everyone that's getting it. Because maybe they slept with a prostitute, maybe blah, 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 blah. Maybe, no, they all slept with prostitutes. I'm done. Allegedly. I'm done. Because when you think about some of those people and the parties that they have, think about it. All so many powerful people with money are getting this disease. So many powerful people with money are getting this disease. Why? Every time you hear something, wasn't it at a party? Well, he attended a very lovely event. And it was at that event. Well, what was at that event, people? Most of the 45s are always at his hotels. We're not talking about grand ballrooms here. The Kennedy Center. There's always a room to go explore other possibilities. I mean, come on, you've seen the James Bond movies. You've seen them. I'm not making this stuff up. Sex rules the world. All these powerful politicians are getting it through sex. Thank you. And then this is us. We're the victims for all of these nasty politicians. This is us. We're just like, hey, we're just trying to live a normal life. We're allowed to have sex with our partners. We're allowed to date. We're allowed to have one night stands. Like, we're just trying to, live. Go to work, live. This is us. They're killing us. All these politicians. All of them. Angela Merkel, she got it. Prince Charles. All the celebrities. All the basketball players. Come on, guys. All the basketball players. Come on, guys. Think about it. All the basketball players. Right? Because I kept saying, remember I said it's going to hit the basketball. Why not soccer? Why not, da-da-da-da? Why did it run rampant through the NBA first? It's now hitting hockey, but it ran rampant through the NBA. Why? Why? Because it's sex. Deep down, dirty sex. And I'm not sure everybody is sleeping with their wives. Sorry. I did, sweetie. I just did. I did. You won't see him after this. All right, guys. I'm sticking to it. I don't care. I don't care. I can only tell you the truth. And if there's no other proof, the NBA was the proof. It ran rampant through the NBA. Not only did it ran rampant through the NBA knew something. And that's why they shut it down. They were like, fuck, shut this shit down. They knew it was sex related. They knew it. Yes. Pinky Lee's being smart. She goes, not a doctor could figure this out. But Tracy did it. I do it all the time. That makes sense. So should we be careful with family, with new BF and new girlfriend? I would say sex might be off the table as part of the quarantine. That's what I would say. So when everyone was saying, because I didn't believe it, there's like, there's going to be all these corona babies. I think people should just stop having sex right now. Especially if you're not isolating. All right? All right, guys, I'm out of here. Believe me, don't believe me, I don't care. You'll find out later. There'll be some report, and they're going to be like, okay, so sex might be an issue. You said Wendy mentioned something like this? Bye, Tracy. Bye, Spicy Mama. Name of the deck you use. Gaia Oracle, Witches Tarot, Psychic Tarot, and this one is called Archetype Cards. Carolyn Miss Archetype Cards. I said let's take the elderly out because the elderly has different underlying conditions anyway. Take them out. However, don't you kiss the elderly goodbye when you leave the nursing home? Give me a kiss, Daddy. Give me a kiss. Don't you? Don't you hug and love on them and get into bed with them sometimes and we'll scoot over, Daddy. I'm just going to lay here with you. It's all related. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. All right, I'm out. Yeah. But I was saying take the elderly out because they just died quicker because of other things. Most people are in nursing home for a reason. Healthy people don't go to a nursing home. I hear you, sweetie. I'm not going to get in the middle of anyone that has not been diagnosed. So I'm not going to put anyone on blast. If it comes up and it's public, I get to read the outcome. But I do not dive into anybody's life until it's public. Somebody's like, how long? I think for as long as the quarantine. That's what I think. All right. I can't convince anybody. We'll wait until other experts tell you guys how right I was. Another psychic said one MBA got it from a woman and passed it on to a teammate because they were both sleeping with the same woman. All right, that makes sense. See? Then it's sex related. See? I totally believe that. Especially some of the groupies. What do you think happens with the groupies? They just go and jump and share and jump and that's all possible. True. Even a single kiss can transfer. Thank you. You go like this to your grandmama. I love you. I miss you. On the lips, which is normal. I would do that with my grandmama. Grandma. Transfer. That poor thing is breathing in a kiss that killed her. Is it sex related? You are always right. I believe it's sex related somehow. All right, guys. Let me finish with bye, Periscope. Wait, bye, Periscope. Bye, YouTube. I love you all. I love you guys. Bye. Wait till I have to tell my family members they can't have sex. That's going to be fun. Bye, guys.